Okay, in this video, I'm just going to show you how to set up a few quick perspectives. Um, I've already set one up called a north perspective. If I go into site, no image, okay, there's my road, my building, and if you go to, well, let's just look at north perspective. Okay, so we're looking up right here. We're looking up we're approximately right here looking up at the building along this road. And one thing that I'm not really happy with is that color that's coming through on the topography. So I'm going to change that real quickly. I'm just going to select on this, and it's using an earth color. And that earth, I'm just going to duplicate that. I could go try to find another material, but I'm just going to make my own. And we'll call this uh, earth no map. Because what I'm going to do is come in here and in the appearance of that, I'm going to eliminate this map. Okay, I don't want that map. So I'm going to come in here and say remove that image. We'll keep the bump because the bump will add a little texture to it. Uh, and then we want to change right now it's set to white, the color. So we'll find a color that'll kind of give us what we need. We could go into uh, Pantone colors if we wanted to. Uh, let's see here. Yeah, something kind of like that. I don't know. You know, some kind of West Texas brown or something. We can go a little bit more on the green side. Say okay. So anyway, I'm just gonna make this color so I get something that's a little bit brighter. It doesn't look so uh, dark. Uh, oh, I forgot to change the map though. Oh, there's Earth, no map. Let's go back. What did I do? Yeah, that. Oh, for some reason. Oh, it's using that color. Okay. So let's go up here. I like my color choice better. Kind of green. Okay. So we're going to apply this. Or we could just say use the rendering color. And that's the appearance that we set up in rendering. And that's what I didn't do. I'll apply. Okay. Not much better, but at least it's brighter and I can see some stuff now. Okay. So, and since this was using that an earth color to the berming up, I could change that, the pad here. It's using materials and finish. No, that's the topography that's being pulled up. Anyway, let's just set up a perspective now. So site, we want to, that one perspective is right here. How do I see where that perspective is? Well, what you can do is once you've created the perspective, you can say show camera. And once you show the camera, it will show the camera of that particular view. Now, unfortunately, there's no way to keep it turned on. As soon as I click out here, it's going to disappear, and I'll have to go back, say show camera again. But if I do open another view, for instance, let's open this uh, perspective, I mean the elevation uh, going that way. So I go down here and we're to look at what is that, the east elevation here. You would see the camera, okay? And you'll notice that I raised the target a little bit so that we're kind of looking up rather than looking straight ahead. Uh, so let's set another view up real quick. And it's pretty straightforward, really easy. Um, it's best to do it from a plan view, is my opinion. Um, so let's go back into site no image, and we're going to go into views, cameras, and we'll hit camera, save the project, blah, 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 blah. Then there's a couple of things we need to do. Settings, what level do we want the camera to be on and how far up from that level. Uh, if we were trying to put it inside a building, we want it in on the fourth floor. We would make sure that this is set to the fourth floor level, and 5 foot 6 inches is normal kind of person height or eye height. You'll see it set it to perspective. Uh, and so level one is this level right here, this contour, I think is that level right there. That works for right now. Um, if I wanted to do it up here at the top though, you know, these are 25 or something like that. So if I wanted to be further up here at the top, I would have to choose a taller level. Let's say I want to look across, okay, kind of here on this road. This road is at like at level one, this road right here. So I'm going to say, okay, we're at the intersection here, and I'm going to look at what the building looks like from that direction. So there's my approach along that road. Let's turn on at least shaded. Okay, so we can see there's our road, and there's, you know, uh, so that's kind of the presence our building's going to have on the slope right there. Um, and so now we got a perspective. And what I wanted you to do is set up, I don't know what does it say in there? At least two site perspectives. And then into the site, which is this is looking into the site, and then let's set up a perspective looking out from the site. So as if we had a view right here, like a balcony or something, what would we see if we looked out from the site? So let's go back into the site here, and so let's assume that we have an outdoor porch or something like this. This is set at the finished floor of this is set at 20 feet, I think. Um, so we'll use 20 feet. We'll use level 23. So we're going to go in views, cameras. Once again, we're going to use 20 feet up plus 5 foot 6 inches for standing. We're going to stand right out here in the front and look as if we're looking out over that lake. Okay. And of course, let's shade this so at least we can see. So once again, our topo doesn't really include, we should be seeing the canyon wall up here. And this is, you know, do we want to just, have a photograph of that and mail that photograph into this view, or do we actually want to extend the topography and actually do it that way? I would probably most likely, um, I would just go out and shoot a photograph showing what we would see, and if I was in the building, then I would shoot the camera inside the building for an interior shot, and then the window, if I had a big window that was looking out or something like that, then I would get a camera shot of the other side and slide that in to the window as if we were looking out. But nonetheless, that's kind of what we're going to see here. Um, so that's camera views, pretty easy to set up. Uh, and so the next two videos I'm going to cover is putting those views into a sheet and how to create a sheet.